What's going on, guys? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and people are freaking out online. What's new? But they're freaking out about some comments that Shane Steichen said about the quarterback competition. I'm going to share my thoughts on this whole situation. Before I do, though, if you're new, if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon. That way you're notified when I upload a video or when I go live. If you like the video, smack the like button, leave your thoughts and comments down below. And if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. So the annual owners meeting, it's happening right now. It's in Florida. You know, the owners go, the head coaches go, which is why you get that photo of all the head coaches that are there together. And then also general managers will go too, as will reporters. And the reporters, they'll interview the owners. They'll interview head coaches and general managers, and Shane Steichen said during one of these interviews that Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones will split reps this offseason. It's going to start in OTAs, and he did mention there isn't a timetable when it comes to announcing who the starter is going to be. I have an idea, just a guess. I have an idea of when it's going to be announced, and that's going to be the week of the third preseason game. I think week one, first preseason game, you'll probably see Anthony Richardson start, right? He'll play the first half, the entire first half, and then they'll go to the others. The second preseason game, it will be Daniel Jones that will start for an entire half, and then whoever is the starter in the third preseason game, that is your starting quarterback. And people are not happy. They're freaking out. They're saying things like free Anthony Richardson. This organization hates Anthony Richardson. There's zero chance he beats Anthony Richardson based on these comments. You know, there's things like, oh, I just cannot wait for all these off-season narratives to start spreading, even though those off-season narratives were going to spread no matter what Shane Steichen said. And it's confusing to me. It's really confusing to me that people are freaking out over these comments because there have been multiple times this offseason where Chris Ballard has said this is going to be a quarterback competition. I'm just going to assume people read that or heard that and were like, he's lying. He's obviously lying. There's not going to be a quarterback competition. What are you talking about? And I think people just looked at Daniel Jones and were like, oh, yeah, he's totally lying. Daniel Jones stinks. And it just, now they're freaking out that, yeah, what we said we're going to do is going to happen. There is going to be a quarterback competition. Like, guys, Anthony Richardson, I believe in him. I think he can be the guy. But he has not done enough for me to be like, yeah, just hand the keys over to him. No, he's got to earn it. And the hope is what I'm hoping, this pushes Anthony Richardson. He gets better because of it, and he does end up becoming that franchise quarterback. But based on his performance, we need to bring somebody in that can compete for the job. Like, this is not a bad team. It's a pretty good team. And look, you can dislike Daniel Jones, but the offensive line he's going to have is better than any offensive line he's ever had in New York. And as far as a group goes, this is the best group of weapons he's had. Like, no, none of these guys, Pittman, Downs, Pierce, they're not better than Malik Neighbors. But when you talk about receiver 1, 2, 3, 4, you're talking about the group here. This is the best group of weapons that Daniel Jones has had. This is the best coaching staff that he's had. And heck, this might end up being the best defense as far as a defense that's going to be on a team that Daniel Jones was a quarterback for. Now look, I think Anthony Richardson is going to win the job. I do. I think he's going to win the job. I think he's going to rise to the occasion. He's not letting this affect him because he was asked about there being a competition. He seemed cool with it. He's like, hey, whatever. I like competing. I'm good with it. But everybody's freaking out about something that isn't worth freaking out about because we've known this for a while. Like, a real competition is not giving Richardson 85, 90% of the snaps and the rest to Daniel Jones and whatever quarterback they bring in, whether it's a draft or whatever, right? That's not a real competition. You're going to want to split the reps as close to 50-50 as you can. That way you get a good idea on how both play. How they look when it comes to the offense. Both can run the offense. It's not like you're going to have to change the offense for one or the other. That's a benefit of signing Daniel Jones. He can fit into the offense. But again, I just don't understand why people are freaking out about this. I don't. It's confusing. And again, some people are saying, oh, I can't wait to see all the narratives. Those narratives were going to spread regardless because Anthony Richardson has not played good enough to be the starting quarterback guaranteed. Like, look, man, I believe in him. I think he can win the job, but this is it. This is it for Richardson. If he does not play well, in my opinion, he should be done. I think it's good we're giving him competition. He's working with Josh Allen's passing coordinator or coach or whatever, the guy he worked with, refine his passing and make him a much better passer than what he was his rookie year. He's working with him. Like, he's putting in the work. Like, there's no doubt about that at all. Like, he's showing that, yeah, I want to be the guy. He's just got to go out there and be the guy. He's got to win the job, and, when he's out there playing on Sundays, he's going to make great plays, but he's got to be consistent. He's got to play good football. His completion percentage has to be much better than what it is. And if he plays good football, I mean, this team will make the playoffs. I think the team's good enough to get to the playoffs. Heck, 2 years ago, they're one play away from making the playoffs. So, heck, they're one play away from winning the division. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is really dumb, in all honesty, as far as like freaking out over this whole thing. I think the situation's stupid. Again, you can have your opinions on Daniel Jones, but they've been saying this is going to be a quarterback competition for a while. And, there's a lot of people, it appears, that just, I don't know, they had earplugs in and they had blindfolds on whenever they were scrolling through Twitter and a tweet came out about, hey, this is going to be a competition. And then now they take those, blindfolds off, they take out the earpieces, and they get on Twitter and they see Shane Steichen say this, and like, what? No way. I don't know. It's dumb. Anyway, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt, Bleed Blue. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other 2 videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.